Hi, this is Amie at the Virtual Planetarium at Raritan Valley Community College. Let's take a look at some of the things we can see in the sky for the week of October 18th. Let's start with our upcoming moon phases. We're going to have a first quarter moon on October 23rd. A full moon is coming up on October 31st. And then we'll have a last quarter moon on November 8th. This week, OSIRIS-REx is going to be the first U.S. mission to collect a sample of an asteroid and return it to Earth. Analyzing the sample will help scientists understand the early solar system, as well as the hazards and the resources of near-Earth space. Asteroids are remnants of the building blocks that formed the planets and enabled life. Those like Bennu contain natural resources such as water, organics, and metals. Future space exploration and economic development may rely on asteroids for these materials. On October 20th, OSIRIS-REx is doing a TAG, Touch and Go, sample return mission at Bennu asteroid. OSIRIS-REx will maneuver down to a site on Bennu's rocky and dusty surface to collect a sample for return to Earth in 2023. The goal is to collect at least 2 ounces of regolith from the asteroid. Since Bennu is so far away, the operators on the ground will issue instructions to the software, and then it will autonomously approach Bennu and extend its robotic arm, called the Touch and Go Sample Acquisition Mechanism. The sampling arm will make contact with the surface of Bennu for about 5 seconds, during which it will release a burst of nitrogen gas. The procedure will cause rocks and surface material to be stirred up and captured in the sampler head. The spacecraft has enough nitrogen to allow for 3 sampling attempts to collect between 2 and 70 ounces. That's somewhere between the weight of a tennis ball and a ream of paper. Did you know that Bennu was discovered in 1999? It is not part of the asteroid belt, but is an Earth-passing asteroid, and it passes by us about every 6 years. Bennu is a little bit wider than the Empire State Building is tall. Okay, let's take a look at some of the things we can see in our night sky. The sun is setting around 6 p.m. this week. On October 22nd, a crescent moon will be by Jupiter and Saturn just after sunset. The other summer constellations that we've been looking at, like the Summer Triangle, which is not a constellation, it's made up of 3 constellations. We have the bright star Deneb in the constellation Cygnus the Swan, Vega in Lyra the Harp, and Altair in Aquila the Eagle. So 3 stars, 3 constellations. And we'll be able to see the Summer Triangle for about 2 more months. But Sagittarius, where we can find Jupiter and Saturn, that's a lot tougher to see right now because it's so near to the horizon. So you've got to have a good view of the southern horizon. Now let's look over in the eastern sky after sunset. And we can see the Great Square of Pegasus inside the constellation Pegasus the Flying Horse. The 4 bright stars are Alpheratz, Shiat, Markab, and Algenib. So 4 stars make up the Great Square of Pegasus. Don't worry, there's not going to be a quiz on those names. Now below the Great Square of Pegasus, we have the constellation Pisces the Fish. There is a circlet of stars here that marks 1 fish. Then there's a line of stars that goes past the planet Mars right now that represents a chord, and then the chord goes up And there's another grouping of stars right here to represent the other fish. So if we play connect the dots, it looks something like this. Can you find these stars without the lines and pictures? It is a little harder, but give it a try. Well, that's our sky for this week. Thanks for joining me in our virtual planetarium. Please subscribe to our channel and like our video. I look forward to seeing you back at the real planetarium sometime soon. But until then, keep looking up.